Alright everybody, welcome back. I'm your host of the most KirPodcast. We back out in this thing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn notifications. Don't forget to hit that bell. I told us gonna get back into video gaming news and we back on track. So without further ado, we want to sit up there and talk about it. So E3, we noticed for E3 that the rumor came out from IGN that Nintendo, Microsoft, aka Xbox for y'all that don't know, and also PlayStation will not be at E3. Now, a lot of people have been speculating, talking about why. Well, the next rumor came out that Nintendo will be having a light second half of the year. After Tears of the Kingdom, it's gonna be light. Now, does that mean that Nintendo won't be coming out with no good stuff? What is Nintendo gonna be working on? Is Nintendo not gonna have Metroid 4? I mean, it's so many questions that can come up with this, and we have so little few answers. Now, to me, it makes sense due to the fact that with YouTube and everything else, it's easy to just do your own stuff virtual. I mean, why pay somebody millions of dollars when you can do it on your own? I don't know. I'm just asking for a friend. That's something that, I would think about and something that I would definitely slide into to try to save a couple dollars, because we don't want to see people lose their job in inflation time. Now, for Microsoft, I'd be curious if they're going to have a hefty second half of the year. I'm just very curious with them because, as you know, last year was real light, real ugly. And it seems like they're buying all these studios, but they have yet to produce some real good games. Now, of course, PlayStation did good. Ragnarok sold over 11 million copies, man. Shout out to y'all, man. God of War, man, is just one of those iconic things that you want to get a PlayStation because you want to play God of War. Exclusive games, nothing wrong with that. I think that's pretty hot. That's probably what PlayStation mad by the Xbox by Activision, because they're gonna be like, man, they're gonna make Call of Duty and we're gonna lose all them ducats. But either way, it's all good. I'm down with it either way, because rather situation, I got a PlayStation and I got an Xbox, so it don't even matter. Now, let's jump on Nintendo real quick. If Nintendo does not go to E3, does that mean that they're working on a Switch 2? I mean, what does that mean? What does that tell you in the comment section below? With them not being there, does it make you think what else could be going on behind the scenes? What is Nintendo actually doing? Now, of course, a lot of us gonna speculate and say, yes, it has to be something going on behind the scenes. It has to be finally be Switch 2. Or, who knows? Could be a big game they got coming up. Nintendo saying basically it's gonna be light. Well, I'm sorry, IGN is saying Nintendo saying it's gonna be light. So, here we go. As far as Microsoft go, they gotta prove themselves. We need some games, man. There's just no way around it. You gotta sit up there and do a little bit better. You can't sit up here and buy all this stuff and just not have nothing for us. PlayStation, well, I'm pretty sure PlayStation gonna have something hot coming out for us, because lately PlayStation been stepping up the game. More PS5s able to buy, which is a great thing. I even seen one in Walmart the other day and I was like, whoa, shocking. I never go to Walmart, just walked in there and seen somebody with one in their cart. I was like, wow. PlayStation came a long way, and it took 2 years. Ain't gonna tell nobody though. Now, let's also talk about the VR2 glasses, because people be talking about it. Will I buy the VR2 glasses? No. But I know some people in the VR. I think that's great. But that $600 or $649 price tag, I think is a little rough. It costs more than PS5, and we don't know a lot of games that's gonna be on it. It's not a lot of announcement by any great games. Man, we're hoping on a whim that a big game comes to VR, something that we can buy. I mean, technically, you need a PS5 to do it, so reality situation, if you don't have a PS5, it's just almost stupid. Let's also talk about that controller, that $200 PlayStation controller. That's another thing I'm not gonna buy. I just don't know how you make a controller and it's less battery life than the original. And it's $200. No, that's not for me. But if that's for you, in the comment section below, let me know, why do you want that controller and why did you buy it? Because frankly, I think that's a waste of money. But to each its own. Get it up out of my zone. And last but not least, what I want to talk about as far as gaming news goes is, what was the last big title that you played that you would recommend to a friend? Now, what's the one title you say to yourself, everybody should play it? For me, the first title that comes to my mind, Elden Ring. Now, a lot of people are gonna say Elden Ring is a very tough game. If you're not in the Dark Souls, you're gonna struggle. That is true. But if you persevere and fight through, it is a great game. Next one that came to my mind was Shifu. It's a fight, struggling game, so you pretty much got to sit there to be on your game. Now, Some of y'all out there saying, but I'm not really into PC gaming, I just want to do console gaming. It's starting to be like consoles and PC are starting to almost go 1-in-1, where if it comes out on comes out on console, it's coming out on PC. Now, if they do that, more than not, that is great. I do think it's great that PC are finally getting these AAA titles, and I think that's hot, man. But in the same token, I know PlayStation. I know they're gonna hog some of these titles. They talk about Xbox and exclusive. Ooh, man, I messed that word up. Ooh, the exclusive titles. They be the first one to hog those titles, hands down. They don't want Microsoft to do it, but they can do it. This is one of those things that make you go, really? You want to talk about somebody else, but yet you do the same exact thing. You ain't practice what you're preaching. If the audio is a little different on this one because I didn't use my second set of audio, I'm just trying to out a new setup, try it out, see how it works. If it don't work well, we'll go back to the old setup. Not a big issue. But it's good anywhere else. You decided to hang out with me and kick with me. Well, I'll let you know gaming news is back. We only got one more PC video set up for next week. Talking about Salt Pepper behind me, which is in the H9 Flow NZXT case with a 4080. We'll do that part 3 one time, and then that's gonna be it. Game news again Friday. Catch y'all. See y'all later. Peace. Switch it on.